hi there everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trevor's Terrarium here on Geektopia Island. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
And today, of course, on this Argent Saga deck tech here, we have a fun little green-black deck for you. But before we go ahead and get into it, I'm going to remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us, and we love you very much for in doing so. And thank you anyways for joining in and viewing our content here. Now, the deck name is called Sky Brigade. And we're just doing airships and all the crew members that go along with them for sure.
And they're all about jumping out of the ship. It's pretty wild, but hey.
And maybe sacrificing themselves for the greater good.
They may.
But that's why we had the black to bring them back. Alright, the champion is Eitan, Exiled Prince. Now, once per turn, pay 1 and sacrifice a unit you control. Put into play 1 air unit from your hand whose cost is 1 greater than the sacrifice unit. Now, I think this is a very, very powerful thing, for sure. And he kind of took his clothing from Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, if you know who that is, and you probably do. But yeah, he looks just like it, and it can be a very fun mechanic to do.
Yeah, he's pretty silly.
Now, of course, the spirit, is Luna, the Dark Spirit. Whenever you destroy a tower unit in battle, place 1 counter on this card. During your turn, remove 3 counters from this card. Your opponent discards 1. And then during your turn, you can Soul Burst. Your opponent discards 1 card. So, if they're down to a little bit, you can make them discard 2 and just hopefully take control over that. Now, we'll go into the creatures here.
Starting up, we have the Skyship Engineer. It is 1 for a 1,000. She exhausts. Return this card to your owner's hand. If you do, your airship units cost 1 less to play this turn.
Yep. Makes all your big little guys, or big dudes come in quicker. And it also, Wind loves all the triggers of mounting your own dudes.
It helps you make your stuff easier to play.
Especially since it's just a 1-drop. You can just fly right in there.
Yeah.
Alright, and the next one is Skytree Aviator. It's a 2-drop, 1,000. Exhaust. Return this unit to its owner's hand, and if you do, airship units you control get plus 1,000, which is pretty good.
Yep. So you can bounce both of them in the same turn, and you can play them for cheaper and get bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up is Ella, the Sky Huntress. She has 2 mana for 1,000, and she arrives. You may discard 1 Skyraider unit or airship unit from your hand. If you do, target unit loses all abilities and cannot attack as long as you control this card.
Extremely powerful, I think.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can just do this late game to all the legendary champion or legendary dudes out there with all the abilities, be like, nope, you can't do anything. Or Guardian, be like, you can't block right now, and we're gonna go ahead and go through and kill you.
Yeah, it's disgusting because she has to be dealt with for them to even get that dude back.
Yeah,
really.
And basically, you don't want to swing with her if she's having so much power. You don't want them to attack into her at all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. The next one is a Greathawk of Cloudsea. It's a 3-drop, 1,500. Arrive. If there's a destroyed air tower, you can exhaust target unit and return another unit to its owner's hand. So therefore, you tap a Guardian and then one of their other dudes just get out of here for sure.
Yeah, this silly beast is really hard to deal with. It's not hard to deal with, it's just annoying to deal with.
Just super annoying.
Next up is the Skytree Marksman. He has 3 mana for 1,500, and when he arrives, return another target air unit you control to its owner's hand, and if you do, deal 1,500 to target unit. So I'm gonna come and play and shoot that dude for 1,500, bouncing my Skyhawk so I can do it again.
Exactly.
To tap your stuff and bounce that other thing. Because why not?
Yeah, those two alone just destroys their board instantly.
I'll just kill your board in a couple of turns. Thanks.
Oh yeah. All right, the first airship of the deck is Skytree Blockadeship. It's a 4-drop, 2,500, which is very nice. It has Guardian, which is also nice, and units in front of this card cannot attack, so that's double Guardian.
Yeah.
The fact you're just like, your big dude can't attack here, and I'm gonna block your other guys. Thank you.
Yeah, he's pretty silly because you're just like, oh, you played that thing? Nah. Stay home.
Oh yeah.
Next up is Eitan, the Righteous Outlaw. He is 4 for a 2,500. Discard this card from your hand. Return target air unit you control. Total cost 3 or less to its owner's hand. If this card is in your discard zone, when an air unit is returned to your hand from the field for the 2nd time in a turn, you put this card into play exhausted. Expel it when it leaves the field again after that.
So this guy never costs 4. He always costs 0. And if you have multiple in the graveyard or the discard zone, when you do this, you bring them all back.
Yeah, this dude is a lot more powerful than I gave him credit. Because I was just like, I don't know, he seems okay. And then 3 of them got dropped on me in a turn, and I was like, well, that's a lot harder to deal with than I gave it any kind of thought.
Yeah, if you see our past brawls, you've already know, and if you see this brawl, you'll see exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This guy's so good. Alright, the next airship, the Skytree Battlecruiser. It's a 5-drop 2500. This card cannot be targeted by spells, so thank you. It has Ruin. You can put target Skyliner unit from cost 3 or less from your discard zone into play. Straight into play. So,
Yeah.
Sweet. They have to attack into this, or one of the red tower has to destroy it to be able to do it. But this guy is pretty indestructible.
Yeah, and
Right.
if he does die, you get a dude back. Cool,
Yeah.
great. Thanks.
Like, just straight into play too.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Next up is the Skytree Warship. It is 6 mana for a 3000, and it's got Destroyer, so it can attack 2 towers.
Yep.
And arrives, you destroy target unit with total cost 4 or less.
Yeah.
And then Ruined is you put target Skyraider unit or airship with total cost 4 or less from your discard zone into play.
Man. When you just start like avalanching these airships and units together, it's just you're gonna take over real quick.
Yeah.
Especially if you can make them cost less, and then you're just like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Now, of course, we have to have the legendary one, the 7-drop 4000. Konost, the Aerial Fortress. So, like we said, legendary airship, so you can only control one and have one copy in the deck. It has Guardian, of course. Units in front of this card cannot attack and have minus 2000. So basically, it's a kill card, just straight up. And then once per turn, you can return another air unit you control to its owner's hand. This card is unaffected by the spells this turn.
Let me just have a 4000 that you're going to have a hard time killing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. And you don't mind bouncing stuff. And,
Yeah.
and it says once per turn, so even on their turn, it's not just your turn. So you're just like, you can't kill this with spells. Thank you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he can set up other stuff because you can just force it to happen by bouncing a dude so you can play that dude again.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, we got Tornado Shot. It is 1 for a spell instacast. Plays only if an air unit is returned to your hand from the field this turn. Just deal 2000 damage to target unit.
Yep. So, like, with that airship, you can be like, okay, end of turn, bounce this dude, deal 2000. Thank you.
Shoot that guy. Thanks.
The next one, of course, is Hurricane Shot. 2-drop instacast. As an additional cost to play this card, return an air unit from your hand. So this one's backwards. This one lets you bounce a dude. Destroy target unit with total cost 4 or less. So, yeah.
Because that's what needs to happen.
4. That's a very good number in Argent Saga.
Let me protect my dudes while I kill yours.
Yeah.
Just thanks. Stupid. Next up is 2 for a Royal Reflection. Instacast, change the target of a spell or ability to another legal target. So you're like, cool, that one spell that you're wanting to kill my dude with? Nah. Let's go over there to your dude.
Your
'Cause
guy.
I can.
Your guy is dead now.
Because everybody likes misdirections. Like, that's just what they do.
Exactly. It's a whole gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one is one of the black spells is Omega Magic Yami. 2-drop instacast. Choose one, or if you have 2 or less towers, you get to choose both. Target unit gets minus 1000 this turn, or return target unit costs 3 or less from your discard zone to the field. This is where when you sack a dude, put a dude in the field, and then you just cast this, bring another dude, then you lose no value. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Next up is Returning Shadows. It is 2 for an instant cast. It is one of the other black spells. Add target unit from your discard zone to your hand. So after you've sacrificed your dudes to Eitan to get a better dude or another dude, you can bring it back and play it again.
Yep, exactly. Or like you discard it from earlier and it's a bigger airship, so you cast this to do this, then you sack a dude with Eitan, throw it down, and you're just doing a little loop.
It's just silly, the loops that can happen with this card.
Although sad flavor fell, if you look at the picture, the body does not have a gun, yet the ghost does. Artists, get on that. You destroyed it. Now, one of the best kill spells ever created in any match, or any TCG is Delayed Poison. 1-drop Augment. Equip to target unit. At the start of your next turn, destroy the equipped unit. Now, you, of course, put on their dudes, and in Argent Saga rules, when it's their turn, they control the Augment. So, therefore, at the start of their turn, they're dead. Yeah. So, there's no delay here. It just immediately kills them instantly.
Yeah, it's one mana, that dude's dead.
Yeah.
Thanks, but I have to wait a little bit.
Just a tiny bit, not that long.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we'll get into the stones, and we have to have this special stone because it's so powerful. Corona, the Spirit Ruby. Legendary Shard, because you can only have one. If you control another legendary shard, send this card to the discard zone, which you sack both. Exhaust, produce 1. Exhaust, flip your spear face down, destroy target unit, and that's just super powerful at any moment.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Next up is the Nightmare Crystal. If you can only play this, or if your spirit isn't dark, this card comes in exhausted. So it is dark, so it does come into play untapped. And you exhaust, produce 1, or exhaust in the top card of your deck to your discard zone. So again, you can start putting auto stuff, put in your graveyard just to get it back with all this return spells.
Yep.
But I mean, you don't really need to.
And the only thing is, it might help if you're playing against blue and they put stuff on top of your deck and you know that you don't care for it, then you just immediately use this, put it in your graveyard, and then you just draw what you're going to draw. Now with that is the full deck there. There is no change of towers if you notice, so we're just using the basics ones. And I don't know, it seems very powerful. And more I play it, I was more into blue, but I'm liking green more because it has bounce still, and you can kill dudes.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So yeah, with this, I'm definitely going to enjoy playing it.
This deck's got a lot of crazy going for it, and anything that sacrifices something to go get something, it's just a tutor ability, and anything that tutors is real good.
Yeah, the fact that you just be like, powerful dude, immediately. Especially after you swing, destroy a tower, sack that dude, put in a bigger dude. You're like,
yeah, it's just silly.
Deal with this. Especially with the airships being so powerful and stopping them from attacking, pretty much.
Not looking forward to dealing with this, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It's going to be fun. Well, if you want the deck list, it'll be down below the video, and hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island. Goodbye.
Later! Also guys, I just remind y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all our future content, make sure you click that bell. It'll give you all the notifications you need.
With that, we'd like to go ahead and give a big thank you to all our fans that support us through the year, and especially our Patreon support people. We do like to give a shout out to our Mythic and Above supporters, and that would be Dwayne Higgs. Thank you very much. We love you.